Chapter 10. Wait, Flash! Glitter giggled, racing down the beach after her friend. I can't move driftwood that fast. Flash turned back, bouncing her paws. Hey, you're doing terrifically well, Glitter. Just concentrate. Glitter and her friends were along lots of other Cutiecorns were down at the beach, cleaning up from the storm. They had spent the rest waiting in the storm yesterday. The Popcorn Palmer were Batty and Flash were happily reunited with their dads. Mr. Puggy Pop, the owner of the Popcorn, had gave them popcorn to snack on while they waited for the storm to pass in. And it had been such a relief to be safe. Warm, dry, and surrounded by their friends. Today, Miss Hornet canceled school. All the pups could land up the cleanup efforts around Puppy Paw Island. Flash had taken the lead, helping her friends in practice this by shifting and moving their hunks of driftwood into a Twinkle trotted up, carrying a big piece of driftwood in her teeth. She dropped it at Flash's feet. Whew! I just spent 15 minutes moving one tiny piece of wood with my magic, she grumbled. I think it's probably better for everyone if I did this the old-fashioned way, she chuckled. Glitter laughed. She had to agree with Twinkle. This was a good way for them to practice their magic, but sure, Flash had stacked whole piles of wood and the time the rest of them had each moved a paw or two. No matter how long this takes us to move driftwood, this beach is going to be back in its tip-top shape in the shake of a tail, Sparkle said, appearing at Twinkle's side. Glancing up and down from the beach, Glitter couldn't help but keep a smile on her snout. The Cutiecorns were spread out as far as she could see. They piled up driftwood and removed each of the sandbags, gathered garbage that had been strewn about by the wind, and raked out the wet sand. Some pups used their magic way. Others worked paw by paw. The air was filled with their cheerful barks and laughter. There was even music playing. Glitter's heart swelled. She loved this island, and the Cutiecorns who called it home. Glitter stepped over a small piece of driftwood. She stared at it, trying to tune out the noise and rough bustle around her. It was much harder to tap into her shifting magic and her Karen magic. Karen magic came so naturally to her, but she was determined to keep practicing. Slowly, the wood rose off out of the sand. It danced through the air as Glitter concentrated on it with all of her might. Finally, she used her magic to lower it gently to the top of the driftwood pile. Bow wow! That was terrific work! Great job, Glitter! A familiar voice came out. I loved seeing that focus and determination, Mrs. Horn said as she walked down towards them, her gray and light fur shining in the sunlight. Glitter blushed. She hadn't expected anyone to be watching her. Hi, Mrs. Horn, Sparkle said, waving a paw. Flash raced over to the teacher's side, and Twinkle walked over with a shy smile. I heard you four might be working down here. Here, Mrs. Horn began, and I was hoping to have a quick little chat with you. Rumor has it you guys had quite the adventure after leaving school yesterday. Glitter shared a look with her friend. barking bulldogs. Were they in trouble? They were supposed to get straight home after school. Mrs. Horn put a paw on Glitter's shoulder. Oh, don't worry, she said kindly. Batty and Pongo made it home safely because of the four of you. You used your match to be caring, thoughtful, and brave. You should be proud. I certainly am. Smiles spread across the snouts of the four puppies. Twinkle blushed, which made Glitter smile even lighter. Above all, Mrs. Horn continued, the four of you were able to make your magic big, even in the most serious of situations. So, because of your big hearts behind it, she held out a paw to reveal four glimmering charms. These bracelets are for each of you. You earned them. Bow wow, thank you, Glitter and her friends all wolfed in surprise. Mrs. Horn attached their new charms to each of their bracelets. Glitter held up her paw and admired the heart sparkling in the sunlight. Her heart swelled with pride. Keep up the good work, pups, Mrs. Horn said, glancing over the pile of driftwood. But she gave them a funny little salute as she walked across the beach. Twinkle flopped down into the sand as soon as Mrs. Horn was out of earshot. Holy hot dogs! I don't believe it! At first I thought we were in a pup-load of trouble. Glitter flashed and Sparkle sat down to her, laughing. We're a pretty possum team, friends, Glitter said, looking at them. Speaking of teams, Glitter wolfed with a gleam in her eye. When we're done cleaning up here, Twinkle and I challenge you to a beach volleyball rematch. Flash leaped to her paws and began racing circles around them. A rematch? Oh, bring it on, sister. Glitter and I will be the volleyball victors again. Excuse me. Twinkle rolled her eyes and then looked at Sparkle with a slight grin. Maybe we better find Batty again. I have a feeling we're going to need his help. Another Cutiecorn story's been finished, which reminds me, here's our next Puppy Play story. Oscar, coming August 17th.